Anyway, let me tell you guys something, because y'all are in for a treat. You are going to listen to some music for the first time on Survivor City. We have not played you guys any music because we have been waiting for the very first special guest right here that I have with me, the wonderful, the great, the fabulous, okay? Fucking Loomis.
She's in the building or whatever.
Okay, I straight introed you with a big F-bomb too to make sure this joint was explicit.
If they weren't paying attention, they woke the fuck up. It's Loomis.
I know they tired of me. What do I always say? I'm Survivor Stacy, and I cuss, I smoke, I drink, I pray. I'm sorry, y'all. This is who I am. You know what I mean? It really is. It really is. And you know what? We like-minded like that too.
I'd rather be weird than boring.
I feel you, darling. Boring is never gonna be. Well, I'm kind of boring. I can be kind of boring. I could be kind of boring.
Me too.
No, there is nothing boring about you ever. Like, no, seriously, I have never, ever been around you and it's ever been boring. Like, when you walk into a room, like, you light up a room no matter where you walk into. Whether you walking into the grocery store, the gas station, you could be walking into the stage, the backstage.
Not the backstage.
Well, you do. Well, like, when I'm going to... So, listen, this beautiful woman, she goes out and she tours all over, you know, just the country, really, singing and just lending her vocal voices to causes all over the place and just really getting it in. And if you go to her Instagram, official Loomis, okay, I'm gonna spell it for you guys. It's gonna be right down there at the bottom. Y'all gonna have to go check her out. You will see just how much she goes around and does concerts. And I've been backstage with you. I've gone into dressing rooms with you. I have gone into places with you when you have no makeup on, your hair not done, you got on the sweatpants with the dogs been stepping on it, and nobody, and when you walk into a fucking room, everybody just stop. They don't care. They just be like,
girl, I will tell you the secret right now. It's called the Lord.
The Lord.
It shined through me. I asked them to shine through me. I said, shine through me, so when people come up to me, they say something like that.
Right.
And then I go into why I'm like that. Then I'm going to tell about you, Lord.
Okay.
And every time I do, anytime someone come up and say it, and I let them know how amazing that they are, and I pick my most favorite part about that person, even from the short time meeting them, and then I emphasize that, and I let them know how amazing that they are.
Yes.
And then I just try to do the best as I could.
Let me tell you something. You are like really genuine though, for real, because I have seen girls, especially girls, and I'm not saying all girls, but I've seen a lot of times where girls have really hated on you when you came in. Either you came in like super gorgeous or you had just sang. You know, some of them love you, and then other of them just have that envy or that jealousy. But I have seen you quench some of your biggest haters with just love. Like wild love. Like really people who came to your shows to just literally hate on you, and you run up to them, give them big hugs, give them props, tell them how gorgeous they look, you know, take pictures with them. And next thing you know, somebody who clearly was your enemy, whether it was on Instagram, at the event, hating on you, giving you looks there, saying comments, they walking away like your best friends. I used to say this about myself, a habitual best friend maker. You, sorry, but I'm holding the blind. You are a habitual best friend maker. You really...
Besties. I love besties.
Like, and I think people love it too, because like you'll be on a stage with hundreds, sometimes thousands of people cheering for you and just listening to you, and then you'll get off the stage and be hugging them, best friends with them, taking pictures with them. Sometimes you go smoke with them.
Because they're the reason, hey, I should be taking a picture with them. They're the reason why I literally was up there able to do what I had to do. It takes a lot of courage and balls, and when you're able to find people out in the crowd that love you and give you great energy, and then you can know that they feel whatever that you're saying, so we're all having a great time and forgetting about whatever we're going through. That's making my job easy. Thank you. Where you at?
Right.
Please.
Right. No,
we are working together. When I feel like people like this, it's hard for me to say the word fans. I can't even say the word fans. Fans don't even like apply to me, because I just feel like my friends instead of my fans, or my lovers, or my people that understand me, or just my brothers through Christ, or whatever the hell. I don't know
whatever
what
the
to call
hell.
Not fans, ain't it? They're fans. Y'all ain't my fans. We the same bitch, and I'm just happen to be out here, and I'm supporting all of us bitches, and then we just all in the same team.
Period. Look, but it's dope, because when I go with you sometimes, look, my bad, the bong was like right up in the
It's okay.
in the middle of the joint, right? Because we in here talking about the Lord. short, you know what I mean, having our moments, smoking with my girl Loomis. Artist extraordinaire music that is off the chain. I'm going to talk to you all about it because, as you guys know, that we have created our Survivor City playlist on Spotify, and it's going to be coming to all of our other locations as well. But we are featuring music specifically speaking to the Survivor community, things that we relate to, things that are in our everyday life, and of course people with Survivor powerful stories and what they singing about. And if you guys don't know, I'm going to let you know that Loomis is a powerful survivor of domestic abuse, and she has a beautiful voice and testimony to go along with it. And we're not going to discuss it all today, and I don't want to put you on the spot with it.
There's no ever putting me on a spot. I'm an open literal book. I'm a library book too. I'm not even one of that you gotta go buy at Barnes and Noble, bitch. I'm just you can get me at the library, bitch. I'm open.
I'm an open book, free membership, open book up in here, okay?
So what? And then
not a damn thing.
Should make it better to history like that anyway.
It is true. It is true. So like I was looking at your bio and you have like this beautiful pitch deck of you as an artist and your history and your story. And there's this quote in there that talks about, you know, your teeth never being the same because of the abuse that you suffered. And I remember when I read that, I was like, her teeth will never be the same. And you talked about how, you know, all this stuff going on with your mouth. And then I was like, but she's a singer. She uses her voice. Like, that's her tool. And she's talking about her teeth. And I'm like,
yeah, it changes. So by going through all the stuff that I went through physically from my physical abuse, all the different times that they had to change my mouth or whatever the hell that I had to go through, my tone would always change. But guess what? Everything would change. The way I would, no. You hear that? Like, it sounds intense right now. I could do it Leslie. But what I'm saying is that it changes.
So every time you got into a fight or every time, like, I'm not trying to go in there.
No. With the dental damage that he has caused me, I've had to have multiple dentist procedures.
Wow.
So by having that and going in and then having to try to fix and do this and do that with not a lot of money and things happening, and then I gotta go in and fix that and fix this, every time that they close this and close that, or the gaps in your teeth and the way that your tongue moves is like, so I don't know how to describe it, but my shit change every motherfucking time.
But it still sounds bomb. So you saying that you got some albums that sound different?
First I have a panic attack. I go through like a process. So I'll be singing in the bathroom and I'll notice I can't do like something that I'm used to being able to do, like nothing, and I'll start being like, I'll never be able to do it again. But then I'll like calmly tell myself like, oh yeah, remember last time when you did it? And I'll be like, it's probably like that. And then I get over it and I say, just keep going, just keep singing, just keep going. You're gonna figure it out. Your body gonna naturally adjust. You'll naturally adjust to hitting whatever tones because you're like made for this. So I just keep telling myself that, work through it, and boom, bada boom, then my motherfucking shit come back.
Girl, are you fucking kidding me? I could not even imagine that right now. I'm just thinking about that.
Every time though, it'd be a little shockful when you're trying to do like something that you used to being able to do real easy and you can't do it. And then you're like, and then I just gotta remind myself like, you could do it.
You could do it.
You just gotta talk to yourself.
But girl, when I hear you sing, you would never know, because like, first of all, everybody knows, well, not everybody knows, but if you guys listen to my playlist, you know, I'm a real fan of neo soul. I'm a real fan of like Erykah Badu, Jill Scott. You know, that was my era. That was like, I really clung to that sound a lot. Of course, I really loved a little rock too. I loved a little Tina Marie. We're gonna talk about that in a little bit. If you let me, I don't know. If you let me, she might not let me. It's a whole story behind it, whatever. But you still are like one of the, you know, I'm not a super duper like a R&B, like, you know, there were certain sounds, but like when I hear you sing, I connect to it so much. You have so much
blues.
So
that's why.
It's the blues.
It's the blues in my voice. You must love the blues.
I love the blues. I couldn't figure it out. I love the blues.
There's nothing you could do. No matter what song you put this voice in, she gonna come out. It could be a soft song where they're like, sound like SZA. And I'm gonna be like, you know. You know that. You know. Little ways that I can't do it like, no.
And then that still sounds good. Like, I hate it when you do that. You be like, I can't do this, and then you do the note, and it sounds beautiful.
But it wasn't in. It wasn't
I
a
know.
vibe. It's still too soulful.
Yeah, you know what? Let me tell you guys something. I want to tell you guys something real quick. And I hope you guys are listening, because I went to the studio with this young lady right here. Okay, this bitch. Okay, my bitch. Loomis. Okay, and we were at a powerful studio, one of the best, I'm telling you. I mean, and I have never seen this before in my life. Now, here you go. You got Loomis. She's in, and I hope I can tell this story. Look, you got Loomis. She's in the recording studio, and it's crazy because I think you was wearing like a dinosaur pajama set.
Yes.
You remember? And I think I have footage of this.
Who doesn't? Make sure to comment in the comment section who else loves dinosaurs, because I fucking do. I looked good that day. I was giving Dino Batty, and no one could stop me.
Listen, you didn't even have your hair out or anything. You literally had the Dino hood on.
I had to cover that hair, bitch. I don't know how to. I can't lay it right the way Darshana do. Shout out Darshana Brown.
Right, girl. She will lay. Let me tell you something. She will lay that hair. Okay, trust. Okay, but look, I'm like, she's in there. So here you go, and you look like, mind you, you are honestly, you look like a little white girl. A little, not homeless, y'all. She did not look homeless. Mm-hmm. But you look like this little white girl in this dino outfit in the studio. And all the producers, mind you, are all black producers. They're black producers. And I'll never forget this moment. They get on the mic and they say, excuse me, Loomis, we need you to make this sound a little bit more Caucasian. And I was like, oh my God.
That was fucked up.
I was like, yo, these are literally all black producers, and the girl in the booth singing is a little white girl, and they are asking her to please be more Caucasian. And I thought to myself, I said, damn, now ain't this a bitch?
It was. You should have heard me trying to sound Caucasian, whatever the fuck that is. Bitch, I don't know how that sounds. How did that sound, bitch? I don't fucking know.
Bitch, you know what? I'm going to tell you something. You're such a powerful, strong, wonderful vocalist. And honestly, you're so experienced when you're in the studio. And I've watched you many times in the studio. And I've watched several people in the studio before. So I'm not just saying this as a novice in the studio. No, I've been in the studio many times and seen really beautiful, expert people, vocalists. Mm-hmm. When you go in there, if you are working with a producer and there's a certain sound that they want to get, you are so professional. You will do it. You will work on it until you get that sound, and you will complete that project. And most of the time, what I find so interesting when you go into the studio is you come out with an almost finished project at the end of that studio session. And we're not there for necessarily 12 hours. That's how professional you walk in those places.
I was trying.
Okay.
I do good.
Look, that's not true. No, that's not true. Let me tell you how untrue that is, everybody. It's so untrue because this woman not only creates all her own outfits. If you see them, they are fabulous. Okay, she makes them from scratch.
I do make some bomb-ass outfits, and I would put my money that my outfits is better than... Oh, I'm not going to be conceited, but I am about that.
You about that life. Look, she about that outfit life.
I really am, because if you really tried to compare my outfits... You can't.
You can't. No, you can't. They are absolutely one of a kind. In fact, people
who gluing Care Bears on their tits, then cutting their heads off and putting them in her hair, taking the fluffs out when I decapitated their ass, taking the fluff out, then putting it on my eyes and giving it a cloud vibe.
Bitch, I wait till I post a picture of that shit. It was the best and cutest fucking Care Bear cut off head fucking outfit I've ever seen. And then she had clouds on her eyes for her makeup, and that shit was gorgeous.
That's something. See, that's something I will like. I'm proud of, because I never thought I would do no shit like that. Like, that's just some shit. But yeah, when I was a little girl, I used to draw this book, and I used to have sections of the book. I just remember I used to draw sections of the book, and they used to say shoes, purses, skirts, and outfits, and whatever. And I used to draw all different shoes, all different. I was like a fashion designer in my brain.
Mm-hmm. So bitch, it looked like it because
and I used to tie socks to my titties, like long ass ones, like
wait a minute, what?
Like not to the whole titties, but like take one long sock and tie it behind you like a bandana type of thing to cover your boobs, like a little tube top type.
Okay. Oh shit.
Cause you know when you little, I wasn't supposed to be doing that. I was in my room doing that with one of my dad's work socks. thinking I was Mariah Carey. Bitch. But still. I made my dolls' outfits out of tin foil. And then I actually recently, for my album cover for the Loomiverse, I covered myself in tin foil and made an outfit for myself, which I thought was dope because it was something I used to do to my dolls, and now I am the fucking doll.
You are the fucking doll, and bitch, when you are on that
So,
stage, you look
that
like
was
the
pretty
cutest fucking doll ever. And listen, I'm gonna show a picture of that album cover because it was absolutely fierce, and every cover and all the visuals that you have are absolutely beautiful. But you just mentioned something that's gonna make me bring up something. You mentioned fucking Loomiverse. And let me tell you something. I have to talk about Loomiverse because not only is she a creative artist, beautiful singer, okay, amazing voice, talented designer, right? She designs all of her own costumes. She designs her dancer stuff, everything. You are also now designing worlds in the Oculus. In the Oculus. If you guys don't know what the Oculus is, it is a, what is it? It's like a VR headset.
It's a VR headset, and I've been creating worlds in an app on the Oculus called Horizon Worlds or whatever. Shout out Horizon World. You know I like you.
Shout out Horizon Worlds. Okay, let me
I've
tell
been
you.
really loving getting into it. It's owned by Facebook, which I know is the new wave because when I go in there, the way that you're able to, it don't matter. You could be naked in your living room and be like, all right, I'll be at the party at 8 and just go. You ain't even got to get in your car. You're at the party at 8.
Right.
And you drinking in the living room with 50 motherfuckers and y'all just dancing to this is how we do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I went in there with you. It's like a club in there. Like you put on the Oculus, you going in there. It's real people coming up and talking to you.
Yeah, you can walk, you could dance, you can move your hands, you can throw shit up, you can be like, what's poppin', bitch? You can walk up to somebody, you could slap their hands, what's poppin'?
Right, but you can do more than that too. You like actually can pick up drinks.
performed.
Oh, you perform in there. In fact, you guys, I have to show you guys a little clip. In fact, look, I want to tell you guys, she has actually a show in there. But before we get into the show, what made you start like actually designing like worlds or getting into that whole, were you always
Well,
like
anything that, nah, I'm not no computer type of bitch, but you know what's funny is I grew up where both my parents was computer technicians, and I always had a computer and a laptop even before it was cool to have one.
Right.
Like, your bitch was downloading shit off LimeWire. I've always had it in my life, but I was never, unless it served me a social purpose, I wasn't really interested in it. I'm not really a gamer and shit. And, although I did like some, you know what I'm saying, Sega Genesis. I liked a little bit of Ninja Turtles and Mario and shit like that, like the normal bitch. But nah, I'm not no gamer. But the thing that drew me to this was the fact that I could not only create, but see what others has created. And it's like you can go in there, and if you don't like some shit, you can leave. Like, I don't know how to describe it.
Yeah. No, it is like that. It is like that. Like at a party, you can't just disappear. You can't just close your eyes and be like, I'm done with this whole moment.
I'm about to be at my house.
And I'm about to be in my house. Right. You actually about to go wait in the line to go to the bathroom.
On your nerves, you take your headset, bitch. You back at your house.
You ain't
And
going
if you don't like
nowhere.
somebody, you can have them removed. Or
And
it don't matter. Everything's just vibes. You can go to different worlds, and it don't take no car. Everything's safe. I don't know, it's just really dope. You can meet people that are all over the world that you can't meet. Like, half of my friends are from New York.
Right, and you all the way over here in Cali. But look, this is what's popping though. People who love your music, and I've seen this, you in the Oculus world, they thinking that they can't meet you, right? They thinking that, you know, you get on these stages, you perform, you're this beautiful woman, you know, with this gorgeous voice. I'll never be able to speak to somebody like that, but they can put on their Oculus headset right now, go into Horizon World, and go and visit you directly, and you'll be right in there having a conversation with them. And they love that.
Yes.
They love that.
Is the shit, bro.
It really is.
And it's the future, so I'm just I like to be ahead of the wave because I like to know shit because I'm just that type of bitch or whatever.
You are that type of bitch. And in fact, I'm about to go into her world on Friday, you guys. I'm going to be in there because she has a new show coming out with Horizon World, right? And so I'm going to be able to tell you guys more about it, and we're going to feature that joint. Look, we still got some smoking to do. We still got some music to listen to, okay? right now, before we move forward, because I got so much to talk to my girl about, we are going to be talking to her many times. She is going to be a special guest feature all the time. This is my girl, Loomis. We're going to be talking about music. We're going to be talking about trends.
Period.
We're going to be talking about the shit she got popping.
Period.
We're going to be talking about why you need to go up in the metaverse, meet us up in the Oculus so that you could be right with us face to face if you can't get on the plane to get out here, right? Okay. All of that. And right now, I want you guys to listen to this song. Okay, me and her went back and forth of what song I wanted to play from her, but she already knows that one of my favorites is called Young Bitch Miracles. Okay, it's so big.
I love that song, bitch.
Young Bitch Miracles got my favorite couple of words in there. Miracles and the word bitch. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Okay.
It's Young Bitch Miracles.
Young Bitch Miracles. Look, we about to listen to that right now, you guys, and you guys can listen to it on Spotify under your girl Loomis. Don't forget to follow her page on Instagram.
And thank you for having me.
Bitch, you my bitch. Okay, we got so much to talk about. Okay,
you
bitch.
my motherfucking bitch.
You my motherfucking bitch.
I'm a boss ass.
Hey, look.